Well, what do you say, race fans? It's about time for the third round of the Racing for a Cause Family Night. Once again, back in the booth here. Chris Legoo and Muth up here in the booth. Chris, it is round 3, and this time let's take it up a little bit of a notch here. We're going to slap the significant others from the Racing for a Cause series in the cars. It's 12 cars deep here tonight for Family Night presented by Evidence-Based Mommy.
Yeah, and so far, Roger, Katie Mefford with a hot shoe here tonight in number 8317. 752, the fast time around this little track of Bristol.
Yeah, you've seen, we'll call it the kids of the significant others out there on track for the stars with the Racing for a Cause series, and they put on one whale of a show. Well, not just one whale of a show. Those cool cats and kittens here tonight were putting on 2 good shows, and I don't expect anything to change here when we head off into this one, other than the laps are going to change, cautions will be thrown, and, well, single file restarts for the ladies tonight.
Yeah, single file restarts, that's going to throw a little bit of a differential between the significant others and the kids races here tonight, along with that 35-lap main feature here tonight, Roger. The 83 Katie Mefford, excuse me, a 17.752, her best lap time around this Coliseum. And I'll tell you what, man, a 17.752, not a bad way to go. But I'll tell you, some of these kids that we had earlier here tonight, they would have been contenders.
Yeah, I wonder what it would have shaken down to if it came down to the significant others versus the kids. Maybe sooner or later we'll see all that kind of unfold. Maybe it'd be a shootout style one night and have to pick and choose who gets in from maybe a finishing position. But we are about under the 2-minute marker here before our qualifying session. Chris, what do you say? One last time fly over tonight?
Absolutely.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Well, welcome back here, race fans. Practice officially in the books. Katie Medford with the fast time of 17.72 seconds. But that's not good enough for anything other than the quick time in the practice session. Right now, the cars are starting to roll onto the track. The first one making her first attempt here at the Family Night, presented tonight by Evidence-Based Mommy. It's this 82 machine. It's Christy Hilton on track. Hilton takes the green flag there, Chris, and she is officially
we got a bunch
on
of
the
drivers out there, Roger, taking the green flag, getting ready to qualify on top. The 82 of Christy Hilton. Christy Hilton in the 82, ready to get it going, and she is on her hot lap right now. That 82 coming across the start-finish line. getting ready to go. First on the speed chart right now. Right now, Christy Hilton down to third spot as Lisa Massengill takes over the pole.
Massengill in the pink machine here tonight as the hot shoe, but Tam Cox going to go to the top of the board with the 57 machine. You saw that 57 out there just a little bit ago, but Brandy to the top of the board. They're just going to keep swapping them out here back and forth. The top time goes.
Crystal Spinks out there running in third spot so far, Roger, as she crosses the start finish line in 18:031. Not going to be good enough for the pole.
Snare out there in the 43. STP Legend is good enough for the second quickest time currently. Radford also out there in the 94 Unicorn machine right now in the 9th fastest time. Remember last week, Samantha Radford had a little confrontation on track, if I remember right, Chris.
Absolutely. And Brad out there in chat, hey, he missed Emma's win earlier live, but went back and watched. He's proud, and of course he should be, Brad. And man, what a win, man. I'm glad you went back and were able to watch here on YouTube. Turn 3 Racing Network, getting it live here every night on our network.
Well, it looks like last week's winner is back in action here from the Significance Other race. It's the 65 Monster Machine of Donna Miskill. She received her prize package, I believe, from last week for the inaugural drop of the Racing for a Cause family night. She got herself 2 koozies shipped to her, and I think I kind of forget what I put in the package all at this point, Chris. I think there might have been some stickers in there yet.
Well, you're drunk, Roger, so that makes sense. But right now, she's running the 7th quickest in 18:089. Here for the 7th spot is the 65.
Yeah, it looks like with 2 minutes left here in our qualifying session, all 12 drivers have taken a time. So, Chris, 12 drivers all taking a time. The slowest right now is the 01 of Sarah Hartwell. She had a little bit of a mishap and had to chase the 01 machine up the track.
Donna Miskell, the only driver out on track right now, and just getting up to speed, Roger. But, you know, she's running 7th spot so far on the speed charts. Donna Miskell in the 65. One to watch out for. Remember, tonight we've got 35 laps. Caution flags are on, and single file restarts here tonight for the Significant Others.
You know what I realized what Donna Miskell is out there doing, or well, at least did last time by? She came down into the restart zone. Her qualifying was already over. She used the 2 laps that she needed to make the qualifying session. And then after that, the next time by, she used it as a restart. Because remember, we're going to have some restarts here tonight from the Bristol Motor Speedway. So good use of the practice time for the driver of that 65. You know, she's doing good right now here in practice, practicing that restart, getting her qualifying laps in. Do you remember what happened to Donna Miskell last week that almost cost her that race?
Absolutely, Roger. It was a tough night for Donna, and ended up doing okay. But man, I'll tell you right now, Brandy Mefford up top on the speed chart, the hot shoe, a 17:704, 17:895, going out to Michelle Snare and Samantha Radford of Evidence Based Mommy. Roger, she's got a 17:912.
Yeah, it's a solid lap there by the Unicorn Princess herself. But you know what, Chris? We got to thank everybody for tuning in here on the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch the 3rd round of the night. It's the Significant Others race. Kind of more of a little bit of a relaxing stress relief kind of thing happening here with Family Night presented by Evidence Based Mommy. You know, with everything happening all around the world, we do welcome you in here to the Turn 3 Racing Network to find a little peace and comfort and try not to think about the pandemic that's going on all around the world, even though us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network are there side by side with all of our friends, all of our families through this tough time that's going on all around the world. But Chris, it's about time to take us through the starting lineup tonight, presented by Evidence Based Mommy for round number 3.
Yeah, round number 3 is going to shape up really solid here tonight. We've got plenty of drivers, and I'll tell you what, starting on the pole here tonight, Roger, it's going to be the 46 of Brandy Mefford. Starting to her outside, it's Michelle Snare.
Starting on row number 3, it's going to be the 57 of Tam Cox, and then right alongside, it's going to be a previous winner from earlier in the night. The same car, it's the 35 of Crystal Spinks. To the
Starting
the fourth row, Chris, would be Donna Mescal, last week's winner, and then it's Christy Hilton in the 84.
Yeah, starting inside row number 5, the 4 of Lisa Massengill. And outside, it's Jessica Greenaway. Starting inside row number 6, it's going to be Shelly Greenaway alongside Sarah Hartwell.
Row number 7, well, Chris, there is no row number 7. That is our starting lineup. 12 cars to take to the green flag here. I believe we're waiting on the 01 of Hartwell, and then we can roll these cars off to get the heat in the motor, heat in the tires before we set them loose here for 35 laps.
Absolutely. Getting ready to go here. The Ford Mustang getting ready to lead them around this little half-mile track. The last great Coliseum. And Roger, I have been looking forward to this all day long. The significant others, let's see what they can do compared to their kids who have raced earlier on here tonight.
Yeah, it's where they say it's the last great Coliseum. It's where the gladiators come to battle. Last week, the significance others put on one whale of a show, and I don't think they're gonna disappoint here tonight. So a lot of quick times in practice, but another thing that we did see, a lot of hard nose racing out there as they finally roll the midgets off. Well, it's not the midgets, Chris. It's the legends. I know you want it to be the midgets, but they put on one whale of a show and practice, and I think they're going to do it once again here as they go double file on the first pace lap.
I think they are as we get ready on the pace lap. Brandy Mefford showing the way in her number 46, and to her outside, that number 43 is looking good, ready to go here tonight. On the Turn 3 Racing Network, Michelle Snare on the outside. Not a bad position to be starting here from Roger.
Nope. But then again, I'm thinking tonight, Chris, as we're having some technical difficulties towards the rear of the field, I think Shelly Greenaway and as that Lisa Massengill already being turned around here in turn 3 and 4.
Caution flag is still out in the air as these two get ready to go, and they got to catch the field. We got a third one involved there, Roger.
Yeah, I think that was Jessica Greenaway, but this time by we should see the green flag. Welcome to Bristol, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bristol, baby. 35 laps gonna be the distance, and well, if the pace laps were anything to tell you what's coming forward, here we go. Pace car is going to be down and away.
Pace car is down, getting ready to go. And we got the 82 spinning around, getting ready to go. And here we are under the green flag for the first time tonight. The 46 of Brandy Mefford leads them into turns number 1 and 2.
And caution flag going to fly as 3 cars involved. I believe last week's winner, Massengill, Mescal, and the 57 of Tam Cox have all been involved in this one. Before we got a half a lap in the book here tonight, Chris. Turn 3 racing replay. Let's take her back. Let's go over top here, watching the 57 of Tam Cox down into turn number 1. What happened? Something. Donna Mescal tried to take the shortcut down into turn 1.
Yeah, they, so the apron is a good spot to pass, but maybe not yet.
It hasn't had enough rubber in it. We didn't see too many people down there in practice trying to make those moves. So the grip just wasn't there when Donna Mescal went down there to turn left. It just plowed, went straight.
Plowed and went straight it is. Brandy Mefford, your race leader, and Michelle Snare, Samantha Radford, you finish out your top 3. We're gonna go single file here for this restart, Roger, and I'll tell you, so far, it's been interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna have to let the timing and scoring really shake things out here. Got a lot of drivers out of place. Caution laps tonight will count. We'll have to see where they all line back up. Right now, we can tell you Brandy Mefford right there in the 46 machine is scored as our leader so far. And Chris, she has gone as far as having her name put on the door rails of this 46, so you know she's legit here at Bristol.
Yeah, she's feeling pretty solid. Brandy Medford in the first spot. Michelle Snare, Samantha Radford, your top three. Katie Medford in fourth. Christy Hilton running in the top five. But yeah, Roger, you're right. When you have your name above the door, there's a sense of pride there.
So we worked the first caution here of the night. If I'm looking at it correctly, I believe the lights on the iRacing Mustang are still on. So that means we're going to go around at least one more time before we turn them back loose. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun start here to the race. Chris, I know you and I have had some good laughs, and I hope it's bringing laughs to all the fans tuning in all around the world. That's what family night is all about. But you know what? I just noticed the dang lights on the pace car are still on.
Yeah, the pace car controlling the field around this little half-mile track, and these legends, midgets, however you call them, are following pace. Brandy Medford, Michelle Snare, and Samantha Radford, your top three. Samantha, part of the evidence-based mommy, bringing you all the action here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Can't thank her enough for bringing us live here on YouTube. Make sure to check out Turn 3 Racing Network every night as we go live right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And I believe, Roger, this time by the pace car lights should shut down. They do.
All right, either they are turned off by the iRacing official or they have just broke because, well, let's face it, race fans, it's a Ford. But I do know I did get the call in the ear. We will go back green flag racing next time by. It'll be Medford out front, Snare in second, Radford third. Katie Medford is fourth. Christy Hilton is there in the fifth position. Crystal Spinks is sixth. Tam Cox is seventh. Jessica Greenaway is in the eighth spot. Donna Mescal, last week's winner, is ninth. Lisa Massengill is 10th. Sarah Hartwell is in the 11th position. And Shelly Greenaway rounds out our 13-car field. All 12 drivers are still out there on the racetrack as the pace car is down and away and the green flag is waving. Back we go to racing here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Battle for third going into turn number one.
Yeah, battle for third, Roger, and it's decided quickly as Katie Medford takes advantage of Samantha Radford on the top side. Katie Medford able to get down on below and take that pass up to third spot.
Yeah, and just a little bit farther back, it looks like, Jessica Greenaway had a little slight moment off turn number 4, and then back here, Donna Mescal is getting passed up by the number 4, Lisa Massengill. Mescal up into the wall coming out of turn number 2, I think. If she didn't hit it, she was definitely so close.
Very, very close. Back up front, it is the 46 of Brandy Medford. Definitely got some practice in, but here comes Michelle Snare. Michelle trying to close the gap here on the leader last time by. Brandy Medford a 17.882. Michelle Snare, Roger a 17.837.
Yeah, so times very close out there on track for your two leaders. Everybody has single filed out already in this one. This is the longest green flag we've had here of the night because we got cut short on that first one. Now, can Snare run back down Medford? But look at Katie Medford back here. She is still battling with Samantha Radford. Both these drivers from last week carried over into this week, and they're running around each other here at Bristol once again. Chris, I don't think there could have been a better pick of track to bring these legends and these ladies to dance tonight.
Well, this track is something special, Roger. As you know, Bristol, one of the best tracks here in NASCAR. But Samantha Radford doing a great job trying to hold on to that fourth place position and trying to catch Katie Medford in that
Contact
83.
at the front. Your leader going to make contact with Shelly Greenaway. Caution flag is involved. Shelly Greenaway is going for one whale of a tumble. It looks like, I believe, the 15 or the 94 of Samantha Radford also involved. Brandy Medford, who was your leader, is also involved here. And that will bring the second caution of the night to the speedway. We will have to go back here on the Turn 3 Racing replay, zoom it out, and watch what happens here on the front stretch. Two drivers make contact about midway down the straightaway, and that actually took out 3 out of your top 4 drivers in one swoop.
Yeah, big time crash, Roger, as Shelly Greenaway was working that outside, trying to stay on the lead lap. The 46 comes to the inside, and all hell kind of comes through at that point.
I really hope Shelly's okay after taking a tumble like that.
You know, the beautiful thing here, Roger, is it is sim racing at this point, and gotta say, though I have seen one driver, unbelievable as it is, who actually broke a forearm bone here in iRacing. Hopefully everything is okay. Shelly Greenaway being scored 3 laps down now, make it 4 actually.
I think
Sarah
I think
Helwell.
she's doing it wrong, Chris. Look at her right now. I think she's doing it wrong.
Oh yeah, she's kind of she's upside down, Roger, right in the middle of the track. The 31 probably needs to take a tow.
Chris, I don't know what to say right now. It looks like a turtle laying on its back.
You'll get that once in a while as that car is kind of moving down the track, Roger, very, very slowly. As the pace car is leading Katie Mefford around this track, the 83 still your race leader. Now, finally, Shelly takes the tow. Back to pit road she goes. And Katie Mefford, your race leader.
Yeah, Katie Medford is your race leader. After that, she was the only one inside the top 3 that actually got out of that little hectic exchange, we're going to call it here at Bristol, unscathed. So she takes over the lead. Crystal Spinks is sitting there second. Could it be a two-night winner for the Spinks family? We're going to have to find out. Or could it be Hilton running there in third?
Yeah, that's something yet to be determined, Roger, as we've got 19 laps to go here from Bristol. And, oh, wow. I don't know what to say here. Pace car lights are still on as we get ready to go down the backstretch. But I'll tell you, some of this racing is very hard. Listen, these girls are taking it very personally. It's significant others ready to go, and they want to show up their husbands. And right now, Katie Mefford up front, definitely doing the job.
Yeah, Chris, how many times have you heard over your lifespan of a couple, we're just saying a couple years of your lifespan, where your wife has always wanted to say, I got one up on you?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, listen, it's a challenge, and these girls are definitely up to it. The significant others are ready to roll, as we are still under the pace laps here, but pace car lights are off. Roger, we're getting ready to go back under the green.
And it'll be under 20 laps to go here tonight from the Bristol Motor Speedway. It's Katie Medford, Crystal Spinks, Christy Hilton, Sam Radford, and Tam Cox. Your top 5 drivers that are going to lay down the pedal to the metal here. This time by out turn number 4. The iRacing pace car takes that hard left-hand turn, and Katie Medford is not going to give Crystal Spinks a chance. She goes, oh, she misses a shift.
Misses a shift, and that gives Spinks all the time in the world to get up front, and so does the 82 of Christy Hilton. Hilton in the 82, and we're caution
on the speedway, Chris. We got a caution out there on track.
Caution waving once again here from Bristol Motor Speedway as Crystal Spinks takes the lead. Katie Mefford, Christy Hilton, your top 3.
Yeah, I believe this caution flag is going to involve last week's winner, the 65 Monster Machine of Donna Mescal. Let's go back here. This is the replay on the restart. Oh, Greenaway in the 15. And Mescal get tangled up there, coming to the green flag, and around goes the 65. The 15 up into the wall also. And that's what's going to put us here under this yellow flag. See if we can go back here. I was going to ride on board here if we can find it. On the nose, you just see them make contact, and the cars kind of just get hooked together in a round. There goes the 65. Monkey wrench, Chris. Monkey wrench into it here tonight.
This is part of the problem of the single file restart, Roger, as some people get going a little quicker than others.
Well, I think I seen 2 drivers. I think Jessica Greenaway was one of them, and I believe it was Katie Medford. both missing a shift there on that restart, and that kind of stacked them up there. You know, Medford really getting kind of bailed out on that yellow flag there, because she will only lose one position, so she'll go from leading to running second currently behind the 35 of Crystal Spinks.
Yeah, Crystal Spinks looking to try and make it a twofer tonight. In that number 35, Katie Medford sitting in second spot, and Christy Hilton sitting in third.
Did you say sitting in the hiccup spot?
Hiccups are real.
Well, we'll see if the iRacing pace car lights go out this time by. It is going to be 13 to go this time at the start-finish line, and we will not go back racing this time by here at Bristol. Well, once again, we got to thank everybody for tuning in on the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. You are watching Family Night presented by Evidence-Based Mommy. It's the Racing for a Cause. We would call them the stars in the cars, but it is not the owner of the sim rig per se. It is the significant other of the owner of the sim rig. And well, all 12 drivers are still here in the in this lobby, so nobody has rolled over and said, I give up. Everybody's still out here, and everybody is going to have a shot at this one before the end of her.
And up top, it's Crystal Spinks trying to get it done here tonight. 12 laps to go. The 35 machine is your race leader. Katie Medford, Christy Hilton, your top three.
Yeah, Sam Radford is fourth with Tam Cox there fifth. Michelle Snare is sitting there in the sixth spot. Lisa Massengill is seventh. Brandy Medford is sitting there eighth. Jessica Greenaway is ninth. Donna Mescal is back to the 10th position. And then it's going to be Sarah Hartwell. 4 laps down. Kelly Greenaway is still out there. She is 12 laps down currently. So see if they can pick up any positions. Right now, I can tell you that we are going green this time by. Out of turn number 4, iRacing pace car down on the way, and Spinks this time going to miss a shift.
Spinks misses a shift as we go back under the green, and we go under caution once again as the 94 goes around.
Yeah, the 94 of Samantha Radford has really taken a beating on that one. That unicorn machine was tossed around like a rag doll, and I hope Radford's okay after that hard hit.
A tough hit for Samantha Radford. Evidence-Based Mommy bringing all the action here tonight. The 94 in trouble. Gets it back under the way, though, and has not lost a lap yet here. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize, Roger. I got the hiccups.
Yeah, we can hear that as there's the replay back. As Radford going for a ride. Let's go back and see, as that was Spinks that missed the shift. So her and Spinks going to get together going into turn 1. It looked like Spinks just tried to come down just a little bit as Radford was already there. And Samantha Radford is the one that goes around here. That's going to give us under 10 laps to go in this one. 9 to go this time by. And Katie Medford now we're going to take back the lead as looks like there's some bumper cars going on out there on track there. See if they can sort them out here and get back in the running order. We can give you a rundown to where every driver is actually currently running, because it is going to be a shootout at the end of this one. So it's currently looking like it's going to be Katie Medford, Christy Hilton, Jessica Greenaway, Tam Cox. Donna Mescal is going to go up into the 5th position. I believe that's how the top 5 are running right now. So we will see what the iRacing pace car has to say this time by. Samantha Radford is sitting right now between Katie Medford and Sam Radford. So the timing and scoring is up to date here. Let's drop it down for your race fans. Find where your favorite driver for Racing for a Cause Family Night is running currently. Looks like Radford will get waved around the pace car, and she will wind up on the tail end of the field. So it'll be Katie Medford, Christy Hilton, Tam Cox, Jessica Greenaway, Donna Mescal, your top 5 here. who will be able to pull off the win here as the iRacing pace car lights are still on. So it is going to be at least a 5-lap shootout. No green-white checkers that I'm aware of here tonight, so we will have to see if this race can finish in regulation or if we're going to have to go to the overtime here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We got to thank Evidence-Based Mommy for being our sponsor here tonight for the family night. Samantha Radford writing her blog not just for the every day things. You got some unusual things over there that could really help out moms all around the world. So definitely look up Evidence-Based Mommy and see what she has to write about, especially in these tough times. She has activities that you and your kids will be able to do at home before they drive you bouncing off all the walls. And I can tell you, I have a little son myself, and he may only be 9 months old, but I think he already thinks that he's a teenager sometimes with the attitude that he's throwing. But I can tell you that we're going to throw the green flag this time by, and then it will be 5 laps to go here from the last great Coliseum. These gladiators are throwing the haymakers at the end of this one, and just like that, iRacing pace car down and away. Katie Medford going to bring us down nice and slowly. It looks like Hilton's going to drop the hammer. She's just going to go blowing right on by Katie Medford. We're going to have to see, as it doesn't look like the 83 is able to get up to speed. So maybe, contact between the 4 of Massengill and the 65 of Mescal as we stay green. Now the yellow flag will come out, and that might seal the deal here tonight. We will have to wait and see where the iRacing pace car is going to pick up our field to determine who is going to be the winner here tonight.
A wicked crash coming out of the 94 camp. Samantha Radford, she went end over end, Roger, but back out there ready to go once again. 4 laps to go here from Bristol.
Yeah, I think that might be the end of this one here tonight. We're still waiting to get clarification if it's Hilton out front or Medford there into the second position. We'll see how iRacing is going to officially score that, as Hilton took the jump on that restart. That's what propelled her out into the first position. We will wait for race control to confirm that. And I don't think, Chris, we're going to get this one going back green.
Yeah, with 3 laps to go, it's going to be very tight, Roger. And the pace car lights are still on. I want to thank you all for coming out to the Turn 3 Racing Network here tonight and watching the family night here from Turn 3 Racing Network, brought to you by Racing for a Cause and Evidence-Based Mommy. Here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network, it's been a heck of a show, and I want to thank you all once again for coming out here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. All 23 people watching currently, I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, that time by, I'm looking at it, and it looks like it is still, or it's going to count down to 2. So, Chris, I'm pretty sure this one will end under the yellow flag conditions, because I still see the pace car lights are on.
Not the way they truly wanted to finish this one, but Christy Hilton up top in that 82, Katie Medford in the 83 second spot, and Michelle Snare sitting in third spot, that 43. Looking good here tonight. But Roger, it's been a great night of racing here tonight, regardless of all the other things. Christy Hilton looking strong here as the race winner. And I'll tell you, man, it's been a heck of a good night here as a white flag goes out into the air, getting ready for that final lap. And it's going to happen here under caution.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate way to end this great race here tonight for family night. And it's the 3rd round of the night. It is the final race. Well, it does look like it will be Hilton, Medford, and Snare. So it'll be a Snare on the podium once again, but it won't be a win. Well, we hope, race fans, we were able to put on a little bit of a show to let you relax a little bit in these tough times, as now we're playing Leapfrog. We're see if we can get the clarification on who is actually where here in just a moment. But as we try to figure that out, we will step away for just a moment here from Bristol, and we will be back to bring you the post-race show brought to us tonight by Evidence-Based Mommy. Welcome back here to the Bristol Motor Speedway Race Fans Family Night, presented by Evidence-Based Mommy, officially in the books. And Chris, it was round 3, and we saw some pretty hectic things here in this final race, and we can officially tell you, though, race fans, timing and scoring completely messed up. Don't go by it on the screen over there. What we can tell you, though, Chris, is everybody wins tonight because this was all for fun.
It is all about the fun here tonight, Roger, on the Turn 3 Racing Network, brought to you by Evidence-Based Mommy. And I'll tell you, man, what a race here tonight.
It was an absolute blast. A little late race drama. Let's see if we can catch up with the driver of the 82, though, of Christy Hilton. Christy, do you have the headset on and the mic in front of you? Tyler, do you have the headset on and the mic in front of you?
Anybody out of the 82 camp, do you have the mic in front of you?
Negative, but
right,
I do
Roger.
know somebody that is here, Chris, and I believe it's the driver of the 15 of Jessica Greenaway.
Jessica Greenaway, Chris and Roger up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes.
All right, Jessica. Well, listen, you finished in 3rd spot here tonight in your number 15, and the racing was pretty harsh out there. What are your takeaways from the race tonight?
It was a little chaotic for me.
A little chaotic, yep. But a 3rd place finish, nonetheless, out of that 15 camp. It's got to feel pretty good knowing that you're better than your husband.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm still better than Rick Greenaway.
15 looking good out there. And you got the autism paint job out there. And Jessica, I just want to ask you one question here. Who do you got to thank on that number 15 here tonight?
Dylan.
You got to thank Dylan. He did a good job here in that 14 and older, considering he's only 13 years old. And man, he ran that car really, really solidly. Jessica, I want to thank you once again here for coming out to the Turn 3 Racing Network and putting on a heck of a show here tonight, finishing in 3rd spot.
Thank you.
Well, Chris, what do you say we shout out the Medfords? I see 2 of them here. Which one of you have the headset on tonight?
Well, I got my headset on. This is Brandon.
Well, Brandon, tell us what...
That's a cheater.
There's always one in the group, Chris. There's always one.
There always is.
Well, guys, tell us what you saw from behind the scenes.
Well, honestly, it was a lot of fun. Actually, the kids' race was a lot less stressful than the significant others. You know, they get way excited and nervous, and it's really funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fitting for the music we have on the stream right now here, guys. It kind of fit the end of that one, at least. What do you think could have possibly happened at the end?
I think there at the very end, I think it was going to be a really nice shootout there between at least 3 or 4 cars. I mean, a lot of the girls weren't running consistent laps, so it goes anybody's race still if it went green.
Chris, what do you think? Could anybody have won this race here tonight?
I really don't know, Roger. It was just a really good time. And I want to thank everybody once again for coming out to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. Make sure to tune in every night here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We've always got something going on.
Yeah, we got to thank everybody for tuning in here just to kind of give a little bit of a stress relief for everybody with everything going on. Once again, we got to, really give prayers and shout outs to everybody all over the world with the way things are going out there. Times are rough, and we hope we were able to alleviate a little bit of that stress and a little bit of that pain that is going on here on a Saturday night. So, for everybody here at the Turn 3 Racing Network and Racing for a Cause, we hope all is good all around the world. And we will catch you next time right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.